What's up YouTube? This is HeyhoBrando. Welcome back to this great video. As you can see, we are playing Satisfactory. Finally out on the PlayStation. Been waiting months for this ever since they announced it months ago for it. And I've been seeing people play the game. I've been seeing people do Let's Play. And I thought, let's see if I can do it. And oh boy. This episode is just me learning so much about the game. There's so much you gotta learn how to do the game, and it's just so much that I have to do. So sorry that there hasn't been any updates in any of the videos like Power World. There's been some issues going on in real life for me, work, some family issues, and I just recently moved, so that's also why there hasn't been any videos. Hopefully that will change. I'll probably be doing more videos over the weekend and trying to upload them over the weekdays. I'll try to at least push them out on the weekdays. Don't have a concrete date on those, but I kind of want to do videos, have release videos on Tuesday and Thursday, maybe even something like Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just to kind of see what we could do, because I think I can at least make 3 videos over the weekend and get those out onto that, but we'll see how that goes. But either way, sit back, enjoy, and let's see how I can really screw up this factory. Taking into my surroundings, and also to make sure that eventually I have to get rid of my pod. I'm gonna get up my Zeo zapper, so in case I have to zap any bugs and hogs and any other non-humanoid looking things. But we get rid of our drop pod and we make our way over to get some materials. I played this a little bit before I made this video, so I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. Also, just to let everyone know, this is technically, even though I just said it, my first time really playing this game. So tips and tricks are always going to be good. I've basically started off in the easy area for obvious reasons, and I've just seen a lot of people play this game on this area, so I thought, like, okay, there's iron, there's copper, there's limestone, everything that I'm going to need at the beginning. Episode's going to end when we actually get up to the space elevator, so that's going to be great. Depending on how long this is, well, we'll see how it goes. We're getting down our first building, the hub, right from the get-go, and as you know in this episode, and basically in any Satisfactory game, the factory is going to change a lot, so places that you see are not going to be final. Hell, I'm already thinking of how I can change up the factory that I have already just to make things a little bit more efficient, because I don't know if I made my factory efficient, if I did or not. You can be the judge of that. And we'll see how things go. But nope, we got the hub, and we're just going to upgrade as much as we can and get everything started off as we can. A majority of this beginning part is me just going to be here building. It's going to be boring, and that's why I'm cutting off a lot of things. Upgrading, building. I'm not going to show everything, but it's basically just me building everything by hand. Because I want to try to get up to at least where I can get the foundations down, so I can actually put everything on foundations. I hated having things on the ground in my first little playthrough that I did earlier before starting the recording of this. I just hated it. It made it so much more difficult. I had to get it all situated. But yeah, this one took me at least a couple hours, I want to say, up until I finally were able to put down the first actual mine extractor. I saw this cool little trick that I wanted to see if it actually worked, and it was putting foundations around where the extractor goes to make it just a little bit more looking better. And luckily for me, it was actually able to work properly. Yeah, it's clipping through just a little bit, but I think it actually looks quite nice. And like I said, things will change over eventually, and maybe I'll fix it up, turn it over a little bit. But for how this one looks, it's fine. It's fine where it is, and I definitely need this because I'm going to need a lot of concrete. Oh boy. Chainsaw! So yeah, as you can see from the side, we got some more concrete, or we now officially got some concrete stuff down, and my base is coming along relatively well. Was able to get the miners on all three of these, mostly for a fact of how I'm going to be doing this, and how I'm going to be having it is like, you have the plates in one, the rods and nether, and then eventually the screws on the last one. I was still trying to get used to this, and it definitely got me a little bit on the other side. I have another limestone over there behind us that you can see right over there. And basically, I have two limestones that are going to be connected and merging into one to then make concrete. So now we're passively making concrete instead of beforehand I was constantly making concrete by hand. We're now officially in the automation. And the reason why I wanted to get the foundations done as quickly as I could is that each of the factory obviously is going to be on one grid, because I knew that if I screwed up the grid thing at any point, it was going to be a pain to get it finished up. So this is just me just going around trying to figure out exactly what I could be doing here. So I was able to get a majority of the things started off. Was able to get some of the power going on, or getting the light fixtures, not light fixture, power pole started off, because like this is still me being used to getting this done correctly. But going around connecting it, I have a pretty basic power system going on as of currently right now. Not the best, but later on I get a pretty good biogenerator system going on that will no doubt last me up until I get the coal. Because as of right now I'm using about 240 megawatts, and I'm only using about 94 megawatts. So later on I'll be able to get the generators going up even more to get everything running as smoothly as possible, because as of yet haven't blown a fuse. Probably just jinxed myself. And here's how my power situation is actually going to be working. On each side there's going to be about 4 of the biogenerators. I can make the bio fuel by hand as of right now, and then I take it over to the storage to put into here. At this point I'm just trying to decide how I can make this properly. I'm gonna have to move a few things and figure out a few little things here and there. Like I'm currently now working on it. I get it made up eventually at the end, and it's essentially I can just use the chainsaw, collect leaves, collect wood, make the biofuel, or bio leaves, bio wood on each side. They get merged into one, and that makes the biofuel that I need to then get sent into the storage, which then gets sent over there. It's actually to the point that I have so much extra fuel that I actually have an influx of it, which I can then use for the chainsaw to collect more. I'm hoping that this will last me up until I need coal, or until I research coal. We'll see. Hopefully. But yeah, here's the end of it, how it works. This first one right here, I put the wood in to this one. That one gets transferred over to make the wood bio mass. Put the leaves in there. That gets put into there. That gets connected into the merger, which then gets pushed down. Now, if you noticed it, I did forget to add one more thing. It was basically a constructor to make it into the biofuel. Don't worry, I catch that really quickly and change it up, because I don't want to have to screw that up. But I catch that really quickly, and we're officially able to mass produce biofuel. Basically, to show you what I mean, it looks like it's clipping through the foundation, but it's all going down. This is all the copper. It gets all the way put down to here, and then eventually put down here. This is where I'm going to be making the wire and the copper wire, I believe it's called. Basically the 2 coppers at the beginning. And basically I'm splitting it, merging them back together so I can get them on properly. And I'm still having to build the space elevator. Still haven't done that yet. We're almost there. And basically this was the reason why I had to get the copper. I needed 1,500 copper. I needed 500 cement. That was passively getting stuff, but I'm definitely going to need to get more stuff, and this will help us out in the long run. And stuff will change. Don't worry, stuff will change. How this will looks like, even this won't even be the end of it. I change it up eventually where I'm actually able to make two copper wires going in at once just to kind of like offset it so it's not just kind of like chugging along. It actually works, so if it works, it works. And finally, we come to the end of the first episode with the making of the space elevator. Yeah, this one took me 4 hours to actually get going. 4 hours of me building things by hand, figuring out things, and not really moving from the area and just waiting for things to go on. I still got more upgrades to go that will give us better mining equipment and better belts just to get things moving along. But oh boy, I'm really enjoying this game. It's fun. It's interesting how you have to problem solve with a lot of things, but I'm definitely gonna have to fix up my factory just to really get it efficiently going on. Like, I know I have to get the slugs, I can do overclocking and underclocking, but here it comes, it grabs on, and we're good to go. So we got the space elevator, part one of many things to go on with here. So hopefully in the next episode we can get some coal, get that going on, and we'll see how things go. But yeah, no, give me some tips in the comment section below. Could really use some tips for this game. Tell me what you think about this. My episodes are always going to be these short 10-minute, 15-minute variables. I don't like the idea of me doing 45 minutes of stuff like that because it's kind of gets boring. But if you want to see live streams of this, we can definitely make like a live stream thing and make up some wacky stuff and see how that goes. If you want to see like a raw, unedited thing, we could definitely do live streams of that. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button to see more of HeyhoBrando Satisfactory or HeyhoBrando Power World. Leave a comment. Which one do you want to see more of? Power World or Satisfactory? Do you want to see both? If we're going to do 2 games or 2 videos a week, one video for Power World, one video for Satisfactory, hopefully. Let's see what happens. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, this has been HeyhoBrando, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.